Hey guys, it's just me, Paul, this time. Nathan's out doing God knows what, I think school or something. So instead...
Wait, no, I thought he was designing the website for lineofdudes.com.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said he was doing.
Fan.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't he like the biggest supporter?
I think it's the lineofdudes.com photo shoot he's doing right now.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think he's the cover model.
Yeah,
So,
I've actually got an appointment to be meeting him soon, so
as you can plainly hear, instead I got two guests, so this is the awful podcast this week. I got Pan1cKnife.
What's up, Betty?
And EnoMetzo.
That's me.
How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty well. We have some big news there, EnoMetzo.
Yes, I'm about to enter episode 5 or season 5 of Angel this week. There it is. I'm the last 3 episodes of Angel season 4.
I have season 1 of Buffy. I still haven't started it.
I can't watch Buffy because Sarah Michelle Gellar irritates me.
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Her acting style through the whole show, if she had stuck to the original Christy Swanson motif of playing Buffy, that I would have watched it every episode. But when she got all serious Buffy, it was just like, whatever.
Isn't that where most people prefer her, though, as serious Buffy? I heard a lot of people say they liked it a lot better when she got darker.
I don't know. I liked it when it was fun Buffy, you know? Then when she started banging other vampires and Angelus and Spike and all that, a little darker, it was okay.
True enough.
You know, I wouldn't go so far as to say that I wouldn't bang her because, I mean, let's be honest, I have very low standards, but...
I'm sure your wife will be glad to hear that.
In the room? Yeah.
No. I do, though. I do. I have very low standards. But that being said, I don't find her that hot. I mean, I think she has a really long face.
Yeah, she has a weird face.
It's just really long. Like, I don't necessarily... It's not, Maggie Gyllenhaal long, but it's just long. I think
it's the nose that bothers me.
Maybe. I think it's more the jaw. She's got, like, jowls. I don't know.
My God.
She's clearly one of the hottest women in the world. I can't criticize her that much. But that being said, she's just not my cup of tea.
You douchebags were talking about her face being long, and I accidentally Googled Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, God. That face is for days.
Yeah. That bitch hit an ugly forest.
Off to a classy start.
Yeah, it's a classy episode here with Pixel Response.
And the awful gamer. This is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, this is what happens on all of our videos, all of our anything we're in. As if any of your viewers saw, which they probably didn't, our late night gaming series with Paul Fleck. You saw some very questionable activity. Yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it's
really
just sort of
time,
funny. Though. I don't know. That's true too.
Yeah, I had a great time. The only problem I was having is that trying to give energy away to the chat to make sure they stayed was making me really tired.
Oh, I don't. Listen.
Yeah, we really feel bad for you. The fact that we were up for. Actually, you were up the whole time too, but.
Yeah, I was up. I was there.
But I mean, we were playing from 12:30 until 7:30, something like that. Oh my God, it was long fucking night.
If I hadn't stayed up all night and only gotten like 2 hours of sleep, I would have been all right to go a couple more hours. But man, at 7 a.m. I was just like, fuck this game, fuck you, Pan1cKnife, I'm going to bed.
Well, what's really brutal about it though is that I started to get my stuff ready to go over to your house because I guess we got to explain a little bit to your listeners because they're probably not always fans of the Awful Gamer. Even though
Pan1cKnife does not live with me.
No, but we decided to get together and play Borderlands 2 for the release. We went and did a midnight release at our local GameStop, and then we went to Eno's house, set up our computers and our Xboxes and all that stuff, and we recorded and then live streamed as well our playthrough for the game. And we had the idea that we were going to play the whole first playthrough of the game, and then we realized that the first playthrough of the game is like 53 hours.
Yep. So you were 1/9 of the way through it.
Yeah, something like that. But it was funny, though. What's so brutal about the whole thing was I was getting ready to go over to Eno's house. And, this is 7:38 at night. And I'm just like, oh, I'm really tired. I want to go to bed. And I realized, oh, shit, I'm going to be up for another 12 hours, 15 hours, something like that. And it was a long-ass night. But thanks for coming along, man.
Right on.
We packed fruit and vegetables for this one as opposed to really shitty food that makes us feel crappy at the middle of the night.
Did it help?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think we normally, when we do the release parties, we used to do them a lot, but it just doesn't matter as much as it did in terms of YouTube. A lot of what we do, by the way, the Awful Gamers are a YouTube channel, youtube.com/theawfulgamerhd. But a lot of what we do used to be based on search engine optimization, so you really wanted to be the first one to get stuff up.
Yeah.
Now it's just more along the lines of we've got a decent fan base. Thank you, Proton John. So we've got a decent fan base that's just going to watch our stuff no matter what. Mm-hmm. So what we get a little bit of that SEO stuff, but a lot of what we end up doing, it's not based on getting the videos out first. So we haven't done a midnight release in a long time, but we were both really jacked about this game. So we decided to, kind of get up there and just go ahead and do it. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Long fucking night.
Yeah.
At least you guys are in the position now where, since you do have somewhat of a fan base, like you were saying, you can actually start doing games in the style you want to, because people will come for your personality and not just because it's the new hotness out.
Yeah.
So that's good.
We still get a lot of the random people who will pop in and be like, you should have. Oh my god, my Slender video. I just gave myself douche chills thinking about that. I got somebody on my Slender video because I did a video on Slender. Yes, that's very redundant, but I got a guy that was like, you should go through and read the facts so that you can tell how to do this, this, and this. And I'm just like, motherfucker, the website is called The Awful Gamer. I mean, what do you expect? You expect a tutorial on how to get through the fucking game? I mean, seriously?
That was so season 1 of The Awful Gamer.
That's right. This is version 2.0, bitches.
Yeah, we rebooted ourselves like Mitt Romney.
And besides, who plays Slender to beat it? You play it for the experience, not to get through it.
Wait. Who plays Slender to beat off to it?
Well, I mean, I find it easy to fap too. So,
Fap.
Yeah.
Fappin'. Captain
Fappin'. That's
Captain
right.
Stabbin'.
That was my my nickname.
So, you got the loot chest.
Yeah, I did. It was slick nasty.
I saw the unboxing video finally. You put it up that night, but I mean, obviously I was doing other stuff, so I didn't watch it, but that actual loot chest looks badass.
Yeah, I tell you, the highlight of it was the bobblehead.
Okay.
Everything else was just whatever, but the bobblehead was slick.
What are you going to do with the loot box?
I don't know. I might give it away. The box itself is pointless to me. I don't have any place to put it. I don't need it.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay, but it's not really functional.
I thought everybody got the ultimate loot chest thing for the loot chest. I thought that was the big draw for it.
Well, I thought the loot chest was going to be like it is in the game, where you open it up and it pulls out.
Mm-hmm. Like a tackle box or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was just open it and look, it's empty.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, there's a bobblehead in here. Yay! Actually, I love the bobblehead. I might. That thing's gonna be right on my desk for the rest of its life.
Yeah, it was a big hit in the stream.
Yeah,
To the point where people freaked out when it moved.
Yeah. Next time we live stream Borderlands, if I can find a fan, I'll put a fan on it so it's always moving.
Nice. Yeah. That's the way you gotta do it. What's the material made out of? What's it made out of? Is it pretty good, sturdy material, or is that weird plastic stuff?
It's made out of platinum and diamond and baby parts.
Okay, so it was well worth the $150 or whatever then. That's good.
Baby peen.
It's made out of plastic, but it's nice. It's rigid. It's not chintzy.
Yeah, I don't think it was light. I think it was pretty well put together.
Because I have a Jack in the Box bobblehead, and it's made out of the cheapest garbage plastic ever.
Still, it's Jack. Do you have one of those Jack things on for your what is it, the antenna thing?
I do, but I don't have a vehicle right now. But even when I did, I didn't put it out there because I knew someone would steal it.
I really want one of those though. I know that somebody would steal it. Just shit. I hate
shit. You don't have to worry about it getting stolen. What you have to worry about is when you're doing 80 miles down the highway and that fucker rips off. Yeah.
Slams someone's windshield and it cracks it and then causes a 50 car backup. Yeah.
That's true too. But since I'm in Canada, we don't have Jack in the Box up here. So if I lost it, that's it until I go back to the States.
Just fly off into a fucking moose or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a fucking bullet.
A moose will eat it one night. You'll be coming out and your antenna will be gone and moose tracks all around.
Then he'll grow a giant bobblehead.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of moose.
Mooses. Just a bunch of mooses.
That's all we got up here. Just a bunch of moose.
Bunch of mooses and a bunch of people fucking because it's so cold.
Oh, that's coming. Fuck season's coming.
Yep, that's
Fucking
why you guys
season's
have so
coming.
many fucking kids.
Yeah.
Because y'all get all cold and snuggle and have sex, and then all of a sudden you have 8 freaking more Canucks.
That's
So where is
right.
Nathan tonight?
Now I don't want to know.
No big deal, right?
Exactly.
It's cuddling. If you hear somebody from Canada just saying I'm cuddling, just know to run. Actually, you know what? Check that. If you hear anyone say cuddling, no matter where they're from,
That should
run away.
probably be my new Twitter handle, the Cuddlin' Canuck.
Cuddling Canuck, featured on lineofdudes.com.
That's right.
Cuddle and Canuck sounds like oh God, now I'm making a How I Met Your Mother reference. I've been watching How I Met Your Mother when I'm playing just random games because I like to kind of chill out. It's almost like we're watching music.
He says random games, but he either means Guild Wars or Swoder when he's just
Probably.
grinding.
I haven't played Swoder in a long time, but yeah, when I'm grinding, that's actually pretty accurate. But there's one reference on there to Canadian sex acts, and that just sounds like one.
What are some other ones?
Like the I fucking can't remember. These guys are much funnier than I am. I mean, what are you gonna do? But no, it's just they come up with shit like the bald Eskimo or something, something like that, and just means something horrible. So that just fizzled out.
Good God, you have been bored playing video games.
I grind a lot, man.
No, I'm looking. You have played Uncharted 3, Dark Souls, obviously Borderlands 2, Words with Friends.
Yeah, I play a lot of Words with Friends.
I can't even upvote your videos anymore.
I should Words with Friends video. Actually, it was very kind, and he sent me a message yesterday when I guess it showed up on Raptor that I was playing Words with Friends, and he was like, "I hope you like time playing Words with Friends. Gonna have a video coming out." And I'm like, "Ah, damn it."
Got to keep the big boss happy.
Guys, you need to make sure you're using your triple letter scores perfectly.
You should record it and put it up on YouTube.
That would
Really
be pretty awesome. Let's
Why
play
not?
Words with Friends.
Yeah, let's play Words with Friends, and then just talk about how you came to the word. The word is cunt. See, I have a U and an N, and I have a CT. That's the word. What's a
together?
What's a 4-letter word for snatch?
I hate Raptor. God, I wish I hadn't looked at there. I just saw that our video earlier got downvoted. Dicks.
It's got one now.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good idea or bad idea? I was thinking, and this is back when we first started the site. Thinking is a bad idea, and I understand that. But I was thinking of putting up a video of me playing online poker.
No, bad idea.
Really?
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
a bad idea.
That's
Just,
not.
Are you talking legal ramifications, or are you talking?
No, it's not in our wheelhouse now.
Well, it's not in our wheelhouse. And this is not.
I mean, how many of Proton John fans are going to watch you play poker?
That's true. You never know, man. You never know.
Maybe all of them, because none of them are legal to do it themselves.
I used to fucking multi-table though. That would be, I'd have like 6 tables up at once, or 10. I think the most I ever did was 12. That was hectic as shit. It'd be interesting, man. Not at all.
What
No,
you should
no.
do is play with action figures. Make
Poker.
your own video game.
Yeah, I guess that could work. I used to have a ton of action figures. I don't anymore though, unfortunately.
Oh well, what are you gonna do, right?
What happened? Your nuts drop or something?
Not yet. Still waiting.
Can't you tell by his voice he's still waiting?
Yeah, I can
still
tell.
waiting. We actually talked about that yesterday when we were at the midnight release thing. We were talking about how our voices are not good like YouTube voices at all, and it's kind of disappointing. We hear John, Proton John, on his videos, and he sounds like he should be on YouTube. He sounds like his voice has got the dulcet tones, the sexy time voice, and then we talk on YouTube, and we're just like, "Hey guys, this is EnoMetzo with the Alpha Gamer Hack."
Wait, motherfucker! You do your own fucking voice.
I
Right?
don't.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I don't do my voice. What are you talking about?
What's up, guys? This is Panic Knife.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Panic Knife.
Knife, and I'm on you fucking YouTube doing some shitty video.
And I blew a dude last night.
Hey, whoa.
Let's talk about my infamous Let's Play.
think you just killed Panic.
You did, because I was drinking. I hate you. I hate your face.
That was the best Let's Play he ever did. Hold on. Let's look at that.
Shut
Oh,
out,
Lord.
dude. Oh, my God. The backstory is this is when we were first started out doing our channel. I think we had been doing our channel for like 3 months. And we were looking for new releases. It was all the SEO stuff. And so we're like, all right, so I'm going to cover Infamous 2. And he was like, all right, go ahead, whatever. He didn't really care about the game, didn't play the first one. So I was all jacked. I was like, everybody's going to watch this shit. This is the newest hotness on the planet. So I recorded for like 20 episodes night one. Mm-hmm. And Eno, do you have the numbers?
Yeah. Let's see. Episode part 19 got 7 views.
Let's throw this out there. This is after how many months?
No, this is like in our first month, right?
No, what I'm saying is, you're looking at the numbers right now, right?
Yeah.
How many months has it been since we posted the video?
Oh, it's been well over a year. 17 months.
We've had like 17 months for this video to accrue views. So the numbers?
17 on. Wait, no, that's Duke Nukem. 12. No, that's Duke Nukem. 7, 6, 16.
Yeah, so Duke Nukem outdrew my videos.
Duke Nukem got 12. 12 on the first one, and 76. This is when we first started, man. This doesn't count.
It doesn't matter though, because I was fucking tagging the shit out of that video. I threw like every tag I could think of.
Dude, you did like 700 videos on this game, and not one of them broke. Well, hold on. You might get to 100 views on part 35.
that was the hotness right there. Part 35.
Let's see how many you did here.
That shit.
Awful Gamer in the Sea. Oh yeah, you did a total of 52, 53,
God.
54 videos. Maybe a little less. I can't tell, but awesome, bro. Good job.
And that's
so every
when
time the game comes out, and Eno's like, "Oh yeah, do you want to do a Let's Play on it?" And I just say, "Fuck you."
And that's when the Awful Gamer disbanded.
Yep.
It almost did. I spent so much time on that stupid game. I actually loved the game. It was a fun game, but I just wanted to kill myself because it got no traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you two think of Borderlands so far?
What's that?
Borderlands?
Mm-hmm.
Which game's that?
Yeah, which game is that, Paul?
Oh, just a little game that came out the other day that you were in line for at midnight, and then live streamed for 7 hours.
Oh, we say in the States we call it Borderlands. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you with your accent. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it compared to the first one?
I kind of like the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why it is, but I kind of like the first one a little bit more, but I haven't beaten Borderlands 2 yet, so I guess I can't really say anything about that. And I also haven't played with a full group in Borderlands 2 yet.
Oh.
So that might change considerably, but I do like the improvements they've made. Like, the enemies aren't retarded and just run in a straight line at you anymore. That's pretty good.
That was half the reason we got past the first one.
Yeah. You notice how much harder the second one is, right?
Not really. I got a corrosive sniper rifle, just headshots everywhere, and they die. It's easy.
I mean, when I'm playing single player, yes, but I've noticed when I'm playing multiplayer, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, but then you get better loot, so it's funner. Because that game's all about the loot.
Yeah, that's true.
All about the perps.
The fat loot.
That's right.
Getting your perps.
Getting your perps on.
Son.
No, Panic, you bought it for computer and Xbox?
Yes, because I found we have a I don't actually have any money. I'm broke as shit, but we have a tray or a basket on our breakfast bar thing in my house that I didn't realize had like 5 gift certificates for Amazon.com in it, like 5 $25 gift cards. So I was like, well, can I just use one of these? And my wife's like, I'm not using them, so sure.
Nice.
And I was like, you know what? My buddy Paul Fleck would like it if I played it on PC. And plus, I wanted to play it and actually listen to the dialogue and stuff like that. So yeah, I have it on both the PC and the Xbox.
So is there any big differences that you've noticed so far?
So much smoother on the PC. That's just the nature of the gaming consoles and where they are at this point in the generation. But
I'm also assuming that your PC alone is like 4 times more powerful than the Xbox.
4? Shit, are you kidding? Like 20. I mean, the Xbox is based on technology that's 10 years old.
Wait, so if your PC is 20...
Yours, it's got to be like 50, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Just making sure we throw that out. Ow, ow, ow. Make sure we throw that out there. Ow, ow,
You just got what you deserve there, friendo.
Ow, motherfucker. Ow.
But yeah, on the PC version, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing. I've noticed there's a lot more like customizations and skins, and I don't know whether that's just the way I've been playing it this time versus the way I've been playing on the Xbox. But I've noticed a lot more like skins and customization drops and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what that's all about.
You've also been doing more side missions, though, right?
That might be why. That's what I was alluding to. That might be why it did that, or why it's a little different. But it the graphics are smoother, and it's weird because the game isn't really designed to be hyper realistic, so you wouldn't think that would matter. But it's pretty on the PC. Like, it's really super colorful. I didn't really notice the colors that I was doing in terms of my speeders or whatever on the Xbox version. On the PC version, you can really see it. I mean, that's a bullshit. Who cares? Kind of type of detail, but I did know. I've noticed that it's a lot sharper, obviously, because it's higher resolution. Just the graphics and the feel to it. It feels faster on the PC. I don't know how to really say that, but it's just very fluid and very fast, and that's just the nature of the controls of the power of the system and all that. But I really highly enjoy it on both consoles, really, but definitely on the PC as well. And I wouldn't say there's any huge differences.
Well, I'm most excited. Apparently, Borderlands 2 is a Steamworks game, like compatible with Steamworks, so we should be seeing user-generated content pretty soon.
That would be outstanding. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I was kind of excited to get it on the PC, because I kind of assumed that they were going to, involve themselves with user-generated content and skinning and modding and all that sort of stuff, just because a lot of PC games have been headed that way. I think that's almost one of the biggest differences between the PC and Xbox communities, too.
Mm-hmm. So what classes are you two playing?
Gunzerker, Salvador.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna play? See, we're actually gonna play after this with some friends, some fans / members of Tag Nation. I like saying that. But PS5K and Reservoir Kitty. But they're playing. Kitty's playing a Siren, and PS5K, I believe, is playing a Zero. I played a Zero my first time out on the big live stream, so I've got a 13-0. And on the PC, I was playing a Commando. And all days past, I can't believe he didn't realize that he could throw turrets out, because that's the most useful thing ever.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I'm just starting playing a Zerker on that little game that I was playing with Kitty before we jumped in here. Mm-hmm. And I haven't even gotten my ability yet, so I can't really tell you much about the class. But I love Commando, I love Zero. So I think that I'm going to play a Necromancer too, and once that comes out. But
I can't wait for that, yeah.
I don't know what it is, though. I mean, what is it?
I honestly have no idea. I just love the name.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds great. I don't know what it is, but it sounds great. I'll definitely try it out. I don't know. I kind of want to... I mean, I like the game enough that I think I want to play each of the different classes, though. I keep wanting to get in a group where I can play a Siren. I don't know why.
Siren's really fun. I've been playing Siren so far, and I am very hard to kill because you get to a point where your main ability will actually heal you when someone dies in it or when they're just in it. So, like, I will go through a bunch of stuff, take a whole shitload of damage, find one small guy, lift him up, and get all my health back, wait for my shield to recharge, and keep going. Like,
so
it's ridiculous.
Class.
Yeah, and it'll be even better because there's abilities like if you shoot your allies, you heal them and stuff like that you can spec into. So when I start playing with more people and we get into the second playthrough, because I'm assuming there is a second playthrough like the first one had, when everything's really hard, then it'll be nice because I'll be like the healer. And I like that there's a healer class that doesn't suck because I can still do damage. That's kind of nice because as an MMO guy, usually if you play a healing spec, you're kind of screwed to solo stuff. So it's nice to be able to still do stuff on your own.
And this is just a reference to an MMO that Eno couldn't care less about, but Guild Wars is kind of like that too.
I've been meaning to pick up Guild Wars for a while, but I mean, there's too many things coming out. Torchlight 2 comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, so. I don't even know anything about that. I've seen a lot of people that have talked a lot about Torchlight 2 on Twitter.
Is that the Doctor Who spinoff?
What? Torchlight?
Isn't that a spin-off of Doctor Who?
Oh, yeah. What is that? Torchwood?
Torchwood. Oh, okay, different thing. Okay, for some reason I was thinking it was a.
You are right. Yes, the British show. I can't remember. I think it's Torchwood. It's pretty good. I only saw 2 episodes of it, but I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it, I guess. Are you going to be getting Torchlight 2?
That's a big negative.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so you guys just don't like Diablo clones that are actually good?
I
Hey,
like Diablo.
you
so
are
I don't
talking
know
to
why.
the Super Monk Brothers here, buddy.
Yeah. Come on, bitch.
Yeah, Pan1cKnife was being a bitch when I told him to go buy some stuff from the auction house. He's like, "Whoa, I don't really want to buy anything from the auction house."
Yeah,
Sorry.
I want to do it legit. I
That
don't wanna
is
fucking
legit.
cheat.
If they didn't fucking have it, it still wouldn't be legit. It's there. It's legit.
It's there for fucking cheaters. Lets everybody who wants to cheat go in there and cheat. It's cool. No, it's cool, dude. It's cool. Don't worry about it, okay?
Buying stuff from the auction
nothing-
house, what are your opinions? Podcast at pickles-response.com. Anyway, so Torchlight 2, I think we should all get it, because then we could play 4-player, and it's only $20.
Ugh, you're killing me.
$20, then I'll get it for sure.
Yeah.
You gonna get
What the fuck is it? I mean, out of our, thing, but
No.
It is
no.
literally like Diablo when it was still good, because
I don't know.
Torchlight was made by Runic Games, which is a bunch of guys that did the first Diablo.
When's it come out?
okay.
Tomorrow.
Mm.
I
mean,
know, it's really
like
close to a
Borderlands,
bunch of other
but-
stuff, but...
Yeah, like Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get it next week then.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we can play.
that may be the case. That may be the case.
We'll do that because I won't even be around this weekend, so I won't be able to play anyway.
I'll download it though. I'll download it tonight and get it. Hey, Magic is only $2.50 there, Pancake.
It's expensive.
Yeah, all right.
You probably should get it. It is one of the best games ever.
You guys are talking Swedish and shit. I don't know what that's all about.
Awesome.
The Swedish? The Swedes?
Yeah. No, I did know it. I can't even talk like that. Torchlight 2, there it is.
Bam.
Woodward winning action RGB, blah blah blah. All right, I'm gonna bookmark it.
All right.
So Panic,
Yeah.
let's backtrack a little bit. Do you want to talk about the Wall Street Journal article about Borderlands
Oh my
2?
god. Yeah.
Did you link that to me there, shit dick?
Let me we'll send it over to you real quick.
Yeah, I got it
Google
for you here.
I'm going to be writing an article on Pixel Response regarding the basically the general topic that I feel this guy brings up. So I won't get a ton into that part of it. I just want to point out that this guy is the biggest fucking tool on the planet, and I think we'll probably put a link to it.
But it's a blog, right? Or is it a legit article? Because
it's actually in the Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal, yeah.
It's actually in the Wall Street Journal. It is on the site under his column thing there. Did you send it in there over there, Paul?
I did. I sent in the thing. So
Okay.
basically, I'll just run up the biggest problems with it. He basically is he's comparing Borderlands 2 to Call of Duty and Halo.
He's a fucking moron then.
Right. And
Is that his picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I would smack the shit out of that guy. I mean, he looks like a smug piece of never mind.
I
I
took
just
a,
like the game.
I took a few quotes from the article that I'm just going to quickly read out.
I'd like one if you don't say this one. So go ahead.
Borderlands 2 falls short because it's missing several key elements you need to have in a 2012 first-person shooter game, most notably a rich multiplayer online mode.
Oh, he's a dumbass.
The thing is, and this is the topic of what I'm going to be talking about. I don't think that there's a lot of people out there that are really all that enamored with the fact that a game has a great multiplayer experience in terms of competitive multiplayer.
Right.
There's clearly a community out there. I mean, you got games like StarCraft, you've got games like, Call of Duty, obviously, League of Legends, that sort of stuff, where there's people out there that really want to compete in games.
You have the Major League Gaming people, for sure.
Yeah. But that's like 1% of gamers. I mean, you get the vast majority of people on there that will jump into a game and say, well, I'm never going to do well enough to actually have fun with this, so they don't even play it.
Here's a quote from the comments. That's the best quote I've read so far. You'd be better off comparing this to Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's true. The quote that I had that struck me as this guy is the biggest fucking square on the planet.
Well, also, look at his picture, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I would smack the shit out of him. He looks like he almost looks a little bit like the lawyer in Breaking Bad, but that's just me. Also back is Claptrap, a droid that's somewhat of a cross between a snarky, profane C-3PO with the body of an R2-D2. Claptrap acts as your guide and is a fairly detestable character who left me.
Oh my god.
When his camera eye got plucked out by an alien on the first mission, I didn't care. Still, I had no choice but to go out and put my Zero character at risk to restore the loathsome droid's sight.
He didn't play the first one.
He didn't play the first one. Even if he didn't play the first one, spoiler alert, I didn't finish the first one. I played about half of it, and it's not that it wasn't a good game. I just didn't have anybody playing with me at that point. So I didn't really play the first one. It didn't bother me. But you jump in, and the fucking Claptrap is the funniest character in the game. I mean, he has a million golden lines, and it's completely sarcastic and funny. And yet this guy, he played the first mission. By the way, I guarantee he didn't get very far.
Because he probably started at 12 o'clock and he had to get up by 7, so he played till 2.
At like 9 or something like that.
Yeah, when did this release? I wish they showed the time that it released.
Got it pre-order, so it might not be necessarily, or like a media release or something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily go on that. But that being said, fucker probably got through 3 levels. He mentions the first mission as his example of a character. I mean. I remember because I just played it yet again. This is the 3rd playthrough with Kitty and them. But the first goddamn time you see Claptrap, he congratulates you on being able to walk 5 feet. This skill will be useful in taking down Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Which I slap my knee every time I hear that.
Yeah.
And then he goes in and says, "This is all of my equipment was taken from the dead bodies of X, Y, and Z." I may sound like this, but that's just how my users programmed me. I'm actually horribly depressed, which maybe, I mean, I laugh my ass off every time I hear that. I don't understand how you can't find that funny. Maybe it's just completely, you're just old. Maybe that's what it comes down to. The guy's just too old. And he's talking about playing with his son. It's like, okay, great. You're going to play with your son. That's nice. I mean, video games are sure they're supposed to be some sort of an experience of sharing time with your kids or something like that. Because, all of us fucking video gamers are really the downfall of society. We're, overgrown kids or something. But I think it just completely misses the point. And it bothers me that this is getting play in a pretty large publication. This is a large American national publication. This douchebag is talking about how the game misses the mark or whatever, and it's like it's the biggest non-Call of Duty, non-huge serial release on the planet right now. I don't understand how it misses it all. Every reputable game company that reviewed it gives it gigantic ratings.
Yeah, I think Game Informer was the one that gave it like 9.75 out of 10.
Yeah,
or something ridiculous.
Gave it 9.0.
So I posted a comment to this guy, and in it I said, "I would like to thank you for making me laugh. Maybe you should probably stick to Domino's with your wife and Pat and Bonnie from church, because that's what I got from that guy."
Yeah,
right. That douchebag picture. He just doesn't fucking get it.
Now,
doesn't get it what the game is.
Now, I've never been one to criticize like someone's opinion of a game or review usually, because as someone who has done a review and gotten hate because I didn't love something as much as someone else, it's kind of like a douchey thing to do. The thing I don't like is that he's missing the point completely about what this game is. Comparing it to stuff like Call of Duty's Medal of Honor and Halo, like, this is not this isn't a shooter. It's more of an RPG, a first-person RPG. The shooter part is just the mechanic you use to get from point A to point B.
Now, I have a bone to pick with that description, and I'll get to that in a second, but here's another quote from the article that will piss you off even worse. As a $30 impulse buy, priced about the same as games like NASCAR Unleashed, I wouldn't have a problem recommending Borderlands 2 as a fun diversion. At twice that price, though, I think it's fair for players to demand the whole Megillah. Who the fuck says that?
Yeah.
The whole Megillah. A cutting-edge development, like it doesn't have that. Engrossing campaign gameplay. What? Really? It's not...
Would you guys like to tweet him?
Scads of downloadable content. Dumb fuck. It's been out a day!
Yeah. I can't believe he's actually wanting downloadable content. Like, he's basically saying, oh, I don't like that I got everything on the disc when I paid. I wish there was more stuff I could buy right now. Like,
if you'd like to tweet this guy, it's Adam Najberg. At Adam Najberg. ADAMNAJBERG. Go ahead and tweet him.
I will say this: he's probably getting quite a bit of hate mail from other people too.
He's blocking people.
Yeah, for sure.
He's blocking people on Twitter.
But it's just like, seriously? I mean, why would you say, and Paul mentioned this to me, it sounds as if they basically just sent somebody who's not a game reporter to do a gaming review.
And you know what? In a way, that's kind of okay, because the Wall Street Journal is not a publication that gamers will go to for their gaming news. It's more of a thing that, like, the general public will do. So the way they approached it is kind of okay, because they want a layman that has no idea about games to describe games to people that have no idea about games. The problem is, when you're a writer, you have to know what you're writing about, and he doesn't.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I totally am on board with you. I like the man on the street, a bird's eye view of the game. That's fine. But at least get somebody, first of all, that isn't completely he's not entirely man in the street, because he's clearly got the whole COD thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But second of all, it's like you're giving this impression of the game to people who theoretically you could reach out to,
Mm-hmm.
You could be reaching out to people who are like, oh, maybe my kid might like this game. And there's a lot that this game has to offer that a lot of games don't. And like I said, in terms of the stuff I'm going to be writing about, the direction that I think multiplayer gaming is going to be going, it's going to be going away from competitive multiplayer into co-op. And I think that that's something that it fosters teamwork. It fosters the ability to really have fun with your friends versus like a Call of Duty where you got people screaming the N-word at each other and stuff like that. I don't think you're going to get that as much in a Borderlands or in a game like even like a zombie mode or something like that. I mean, you'll get some of it clearly, but at the end of the day, I think it's a good development for gaming, and this guy is completely missing the point on there, and you're missing a chance to reach out to an audience that could be big into that. Also, you're just making your publication look stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll end it off with just one more quote he has here. Borderlands 2's single-player campaign mode isn't as good as what you'll find in games like COD, Black Ops, or the Medal of Honor series. I don't remember either of those having a really robust single-player campaign, but maybe that's just me.
Very linear. It was very linear, so he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because in Call of Duty, Black Ops, and all those games, it's a straight line path to where you're going to go. In fucking Borderlands, you can go anywhere you want and go to any mission you want. If you want to go do Ellie's missions, go do it. If you want to stick to the main storyline, go do it. He's completely off the mark, and I have tweeted him twice now telling him to shove it up his ass. Here's my first tweet. They sent the guy who reports on the police blotter to review Borderlands 2. Cool story, bro. Your son should have written it. The second one I said was worst review of any video game ever. Some people like this guy don't get it. And then I linked his fucking dumb shit blog in there.
Nice.
Adam Najberg. At Adam Najberg. ADAMNAJBERG. Douchebag works for Wall Street Journal. That's just they'll give anybody a job. Hey, Pancake, they'll give anybody a job, buddy.
Up, down, down.
Maybe you could be their new video game. Actually, no. What I'd like you to report on is high fashion, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that you'd be good at that. Because if they just let anybody write shit for anything, you should be good at high fashion.
Tight t-shirts and jeans, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I'm about. If they asked me to write about MMA t-shirts and jeans, I'm all in.
Yeah, you and that other dorky guy who had his MMA t-shirt on the other night in line. You guys look like twinsies. Twinsies!
I don't wear affliction. That shit's gay. Wow, yeah, I noticed that too. I felt really insecure when I saw that.
Fashion time with Pan1cKnife.
That actually should be a segment on The Awful Gamer.
Fashion time?
Fashion time with Pan1cKnife.
No, it's too close to Tosh.
I don't know anything about Tosh.
He's funny.
Is he?
Yeah.
He always does a fashion thing at the beginning of all his shows.
Oh, well, fuck that then.
There you go.
Cliffy B, the real Cliffy B.
You can tell this story.
Just tweeted out. No. just tweeted out, the gun in Borderlands 2 that is tossed and explodes on reload is genius. A clone then reforms in your hands with the more ammo. Love. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It pisses me off that people could not see how genius the game is. But then again, we have fans that don't like it too. I mean, I'm okay with you if you don't like the game. It's fine. There's, it's whatever.
I mean,
Don't
you're
be
wrong.
a dickhole about it, though.
Well, I mean, if you don't like it, you're wrong. But it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you don't like the game, at least give me a legit reason why you don't like it. Now, Kitty and PS5K, who we're abandoning right now to do the podcast with you, they didn't like the first one, which is fine. I mean, like I said, I have no problem with you not liking it, and their rationale was kind of legit. The fact that the spawn mechanics were really fucked up in the first one, so you would leave an area for like 2 feet and then come back, and you'd have to refight the same guys again, which is annoying. But he didn't mention anything like that. He didn't mention, I don't like the visual stylings of the game, which again, sure, that's fine. I don't agree with you. I think you're an idiot. But that's fine.
Did the people that didn't like Borderlands 1 played on PC?
I don't think so.
Okay, I was going to say the PC version was jacked. It was like they've even publicly apologized for it and said at their PAX panel, they're just like, and PC users, yeah, sorry about that last one. You're all getting a free copy of Borderlands 2.
Nice.
Yeah, so they knew it was jacked up because they had console controller sensibilities for PC. Yeah. And it made scrolling through menus and stuff just a complete hassle and garbage. It was the worst thing.
And, like I said, just have a good reason to dislike the game. And he didn't. He's comparing it to a completely different game. And then, like you said, he says that you got to have a great campaign, like Medal of Honor or Call of Duty. But those campaigns are 4 hours long. I mean, just fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, I know he misses the mark when he says it's apparent Borderlands 2 is going after that testosterone filled 18 to 35 or so demographic with its over-the-top marketing, e.g. a bazillion weapons just got bazillion dear. But what he misses the mark because they are totally making fun of that crowd with this game. Like all the inside jokes and stuff like that. They're just like, oh man, all these billions of guns, they got bazillion dear.
And
they're just being ridiculous. They're not
got,
going after that demographic. They're making fun of that demographic.
That's right, people. They're making fun of you.
Yeah. They're making fun.
And I am too.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
Some people will never learn.
Yeah, we'll be playing that tonight, so I don't know. You probably won't download this tonight, but if you see us online, jump in with us. It'll be fun. Pan1cKnife, EnoMetzo. On Xbox Live and Steam.
And y'all know me.
Y'all know me.
Still same old G.
Yes.
But I've been low-key hated on. No, I'm not going to get into this.
No, we're not going to rap battle here.
We are not going to rap battle. Not yet. We will do a rap cast or something for that.
Rap cast.
But
it's, Paul versus Pan1cKnife rap battling. It'll be the first Pixel Response episode that doesn't get downloaded by anyone.
or by everybody.
Or everyone. It'll be genius.
Yeah, it'll go one way or the other. Either everyone or no one will get it. But yeah, anyways, that Wall Street Journal article really stirred up a lot of hate. And so did another thing recently, actually, too. With the announcement of the Wii U, they also announced that Bayonetta 2 is an exclusive on it.
It's his Eno's console right here. He's all in.
Yeah, I'm going to get one.
I just don't get.
I want a Wii U, but I didn't pre-order it, so I'm out for 3 years now, probably.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo is terrible at making enough consoles for everybody, as we learned before. But I mean, that's okay.
On the back of a truck. I mean, they have such a high demand for their consoles every time, and they put out 5.
Do you think the high demand is because they put out 5 though? It's hard to get, so everyone wants it.
Definitely,
no.
But you don't think so?
No, it's because of the generation that's buying it. It's not ours, guys. It's the 12 to 14-year-olds, right? And then it's the 40 to 70-year-olds, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
generation. Yeah,
right. I mean, they want it because 1, it's physical. 2, it's got Mario on it, right? I don't know how Mario has persisted, because all I know is that after Super NES, when they came out with the PlayStation, and they came out with the Xbox later down the road, I never went back to Mario, right? Because the graphics just weren't there. I mean, you can only do Mario so many ways. It's still fucking Mario, right? But these kids, these 12 to 14-year-olds, and it's always 12 to 14-year-olds. Even in 10 years, it's going to be 12 to 14-year-olds. Right? They're just in love with this system, and even though with its limited functionality. I mean, let's be honest, the Wii, as far as an online co-op system,
garbage.
Sucks.
It's garbage. Yeah.
They don't know. I don't understand how they didn't know what they were doing. I mean, Xbox was perfecting it before the 360 came out. PlayStation 2 had it, limited capacity. And then when the PS3 and the Xbox came out before the Wii, right before the Wii, I believe, the Xbox 360 at least came out before the Wii, they had perfected the multiplayer online environment. And then the Wii's like, it's a side thought, even though how awesome would it have been to play some of those games, like the Star Wars games, with somebody in, Calgary.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, just put in this 20-digit friend code. Who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah, I know. And even then, the graphics for the Wii itself weren't that great.
Right.
Well, no, not at all. I mean, you couldn't even get HD on it.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Well, I'll tell you the draw of the Wii and the Wii U and all Nintendo's stuff for me personally is that when you look at games that are being developed for Xbox or PlayStation, or they're always on PC, like all these games are multi-console except the Wii and the Wii U will be, and all the Nintendo products. Nintendo only develops stuff for their own things. And the problem is Nintendo does usually strike gold with some of the stuff they do. So automatically,
their IP is great usually.
Automatically, you have to buy a Nintendo product, and I think it's just ingrained in the culture, the idea of the Nintendo. Because I remember growing up, even like with the PlayStation, my mom would still call it the Nintendo because their marketing reached everybody for so long that with older people, everything's the Nintendo, right? So like they definitely have a good thing going. The problem is, so the problem backtracking a little bit is Bayonetta 2 was a Sega property being developed by Platinum Games, and a lot of people are pissed off because the game came out on everything except the Wii last time around for Bayonetta 1, and most people played it on the Xbox or the PS3 if they were unlucky, because the PS3 version was kind of garbage. So now those people automatically have to buy a Wii U if they want to play the second one, and they're pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't understand their decision there, because if you think about it, there's not a whole lot of crossover between the Wii and the Xbox, like the people who buy those systems. And if you have a whole, built-in base there, either on the Xbox or the PS3, those usually are totally separate people than who buy the Wii. So you've got a bunch of people who, most of the people that own a Wii, they might have a second system, but a lot of people don't. They're mostly Wii people. I got
they're mostly Wii people. Leprechauns they are.
Yeah. That's actually
Well, I'll tell you the decision behind it. Money. This game was actually canceled. There was going to be absolutely no Bayonetta 2 until Nintendo said, no, make it Wii exclusive, we'll give you everything you need. So these people that are bitching, like, it's either you played on the Wii U or you never got in the first place. So I don't know what they want. At the end of the day, it's internet people being internet-y and being annoying. Yeah. So
I guess that makes sense if they're making an exclusive just solely so that they can make it in general, but I guess that makes sense. Then in that perspective, I would agree with you. I would say that it's just internet people being idiots. But
there's even websites saying to like boycott it, and there's a whole plan that a bunch of people want to do where they want to buy it used so they don't make any money, and then when it eventually comes out to PS3, we'll all buy it then. But then it's just like, well, you already bought it for the Wii U, you fucking retard. If it's exclusive,
it won't be coming out, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure there's something in the contract where it's like, yeah, it's an exclusive for the first, 3 years, and then whatever, or something, but I don't know. Either way, I don't see what the big deal is, because even if you look at the people nobody has just a Wii. The Wii is the complementary system people get when they are playing a lot of games. Like, people will have an Xbox and a Wii, or a PlayStation and a Wii. Or people will have just an Xbox or just a PlayStation. Nobody just has a Wii.
No serious gamers. Nobody who would be playing Bayonetta.
Nobody
But
that would be playing Bayonetta.
The vast majority of gamers that have the Wii are just Wii people because they're not really gamers, and that's one of the things I want to.
That's awesome. They're just Wii people. I don't know why.
I gotta do a Photoshop somehow.
Yeah, of Wii people. Yeah, the people. No, the people who play Wii. That still doesn't sound any better. There's a lot of fellows out there that'll just play for the physical games, the Wii Fit, the whatever, the fucking Wii Tennis, Wii Play, and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not. I don't think that's really gaming. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a gimmick, and I think there's a lot of people that bought the Wii for that reason. I think probably the vast majority, because you had so much trouble getting any kind of third-party software on the Wii because nobody would develop for it, just because nobody was buying anything. They were just playing the Wii Tennis or Wii Bowling or whatever, and it's like, I think a lot of people who buy Nintendo products nowadays, they'll buy it for Mario, they'll buy it for Metroid, and they'll buy it for those stupid gimmicky games. And I don't think it's going to do as well as it would if it was on other systems. But then again, if they weren't even going to develop it, if not, I mean, I guess then yay Nintendo. So,
and with
whatever.
The Wii U, the weird gimmick is still kind of okay. Like the tablet thing could lead to some potentially awesome ideas.
Controls?
What's that?
Aren't they still doing motion controls though?
They are, and actually, you know what? Speaking of that, you know how the Wii had the Wiimotes, and then you would have to attach the Wii Motion Plus for later games if you wanted the high fidelity motion. Apparently, the Wii U will not recognize a Wii controller now without Wii Motion Plus. So there's going to be a whole lot of confused people. Day one, probably.
You're going to have to buy everything new, and it's a $200 console that you spend $200 on accessories for. It's whatever. I mean, I guess that's every console.
So it becomes the price of the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Yeah. By the way, everybody who's fucking tweeting that, hey, guess what? The Wii U is going to be more powerful than the Xbox 360. No shit. It's coming out like 10 years later.
Yeah.
If it wasn't more powerful, you would have a big issue.
Yeah, I mean, just wait for E3 when Sony and Microsoft announce their new consoles. It'll blow everything, including PCs, out of the water for the first month.
What's really funny about the whole thing is that the Wii U, it's like barely more powerful than the 360. It's not even like it doesn't blow down the water. So,
no. Yeah, exactly.
Nintendo people need to calm yourselves down. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think about this whole TV integration? They're doing the TV thing.
I actually don't know what it is. What is it?
It's basically like the idea of the Roku box. Like you should be able to do your TV stuff like Hulu and Netflix and all that stuff from the Wii. Like it wants to do subscription models.
It should.
I think it should. I think it should have those abilities, but the fact that they're marketing... do you actually use your... Well, I mean, I guess I use my Xbox for HBO Go, but that's only because I have my mom's HBO account. But that's horrible, but I mean, that's the truth. I use it basically just because of that. But I don't use my Zune on my Xbox like they have on there. I don't use Netflix on my Xbox. If I have Netflix, I use it. I'm not going to use my Xbox for it. I don't use Facebook on my Xbox. What the fuck's the point of that?
Well,
I use Netflix and Hulu on my Xbox when I'm downstairs, and I have Apple TV upstairs, so I definitely use it when I want to, in terms of like when I'm down here. So I mean, and on my PC, obviously.
Well, the nice thing about the Wii U that's coming though is with that little tablet thing, they are saying that you'll be able to play a game or watch TV or whatever on the TV, and then play your game on the handheld or whatever if it's a game compatible with both. So like your wife could be watching something, you could be playing the new Super Mario or whatever on your controller, your tablet controller.
First off, if anybody's playing Super Mario in this house, it would be my wife. So flip that around.
So with the integration, it just seems like the logical step forward for them to try to take Microsoft out and being the one box in your living room, but I don't know. Nintendo has so many problems with it. I still don't know if I really care about it as like a gaming system.
I would give it probably, a year or two, and if it has, I'm not going to buy it right off of launch. If it gets something, if it becomes really legitimately the next wave in games, and it gets, third-party developers coming and making games specifically for them, and I don't think that's a guarantee, by the way.
No, it never has been. Nintendo makes stuff for their own consoles.
It's too gimmicky, honestly, because the thing is, you're not going to get if you've got people who know that they can get a set amount of money on spending or making Xbox games, making PS3 games, and they're going to have to spend so much more money developing on this gimmicky new console. I don't think you're going to get a lot of third-party developers unless there's just a gigantic number of people that own the Wii U. And as we've seen, that's not the case. You can't find them for a year.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I know Nintendo will do something neat with their gimmick because they always do. They always somehow manage to the best developer for a Nintendo product is Nintendo, so I'm not worried about that.
Easily.
The problem with Nintendo consoles is always the third-party support, or how it usually lacks a good third-party developer or developers working for it. And the problem is with this gimmick, I could see them doing some really neat things. Like me and Nathan were talking a few times about the idea of Fatal Frame, where on your tablet controller, Fatal Frame, the first-person game where you're going through a haunted area or whatever, and you're taking pictures of ghosts as your only weapon because that steals their souls. So you have a camera in the tablet controller right there. If you had to pull that up to look at the ghost or whatever on the screen, that would be amazing. Or if you were just walking around, then you look down your tablet and there's something staring back at you. There could be some really neat things that they could implement. But then the problem is you need the third-party support to really make that pop, and I don't know if Nintendo is capable of doing that.
Well, the other half of it is, I don't think you're going to get a lot of people that are going to develop for multiple consoles there. They're going to develop that game for the Wii. They're not going to develop it for, whatever else.
Right.
They're just, it's got to be a Wii exclusive there. So, the other consoles don't have the ability to do that. So you have to imagine that, these people have to be really committing to that system if they're going to do that.
The only plus I see Nintendo having right now is that we are coming off of 7 to 10 year cycle of this generation of console. They're the first ones out of the gate this time, and that's the first time that's happened in a long time. So they have the potential to get that jump start with a bunch of developers and a bunch of their consumers and get really cool stuff out there and make their name strong again. I just call me cynical. I just don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, I can't see them getting a ton of developers that are. It's you think EA is going to stop, or one of the EA shops is going to stop making their big tent franchises in order to develop solely for the Wii, because you're going to have to develop solely for the Wii. Yeah. It's going to be a completely different game on the Wii than it is on the other systems.
And I mean, we're not developers, so we don't know how hard or easy it would be to develop for the Wii.
With the features, if you're not, unless you're just going to make it a standard, vanilla cookie cutter game, the 720, I guess is what we're calling it, the 720 or the PS4, which they're terrible names. I hope they don't go with those names, but they probably will. They're not going to have that functionality. They're not going to have a tablet coming with it. I mean, I wouldn't think so anyway.
Yeah.
So you're developing games. I would think you're developing them straight for the Wii, because otherwise it's not going to use that capability, and what's the fucking point?
Yeah. And especially with this boon that indie gaming has gotten in the last 2 years or so, Nintendo has never been one to allow indie developers to easily put their products out. That's where Microsoft has it right with the XNA development kit and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, and I totally agree there. And the thing is, it's just man, come on. I'm all in on new innovations for gaming. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But I believe it's one of those I'll believe it when I see it. Nintendo's going to have to drop everybody's jaws with this stuff, or else it's not going to fly, and then they're going to have another situation like they did with the Wii, where it became the afterthought of the console generation.
Right. Well, I guess only time will tell.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if it gets big, I'll buy it in a year or two. If not, I'll just pass on like it did the Wii.
Indeed. I think we're going to call it here, so did you guys have any news you wanted to give out?
Pan1cKnife's still a homo.
That is not
That's
news.
not news.
I'm
We
so
got
glad you guys think so much.
unpartnered yesterday.
Yeah, unpartnered.
From TGN.
From the Game Network or the Gay Network. I don't know what they're called anymore.
Ouch.
The game.
Oh, no, I know what it's called. The George Network.
Yeah.
The George Network.
Yeah, if you're a TGN person, you know all about that. He's the CEO, and he makes it all about himself.
Yeah.
It would be great if you weren't allowed to be partnered unless your name was George.
Pretty much you get partnered and you have to change your name to George if you go for TGN.
So you're legally George Metzo?
Yes.
Metzo.
George Francis Metzo.
Francis? My mother calls me by my... Never mind. Departed reference, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody else is obsessed with Departed like I am.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, no. It's all you, buddy.
Great movie. But yeah, the TGN unpartnered us yesterday, so I put out a dramatic tweet about that, and everybody seemed to be very, unhappy about that and giving us all kinds of condolences.
Really? Because it looked like nobody cared on my feed. I'm just saying. It was like a whole bunch of who gives a shit.
I got 4 or 5 tweets. They're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Fair enough. All right, so if you want to reach us, you can go facebook.com/thepixelresponse. Twitter is pixel_response. Listen to us on Stitcher. If you don't want to download the episodes, it's an easy way to stream without costing a whole bunch of bandwidth, so there you go. Email is podcast@pixel-response.com, and visit pixel-response.com for more.
So, also for us, jerk, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/theawfulgamer, twitter.com/Pan1cKnife, Pan1cKnife, and then twitter.com/EnoMetzo. A fucker. EnoMetzo, EnoMetzo. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube on youtube.com/theawfulgamerhd. And we are now partnered with the Game Station.
Oh, snap. Also,
I dropped it.
also, twitch.tv/theawfulgamer.
Ah, thank you very much, friendo.
Also lineofdudes.com.
Lineofdudes.com. And don't you have a personal or a Pixel Response live stream as well there, Paul?
I do, but it's not up yet. I haven't said it on here yet. We're actually going to be doing a weekly indie feature coming up soon, so look forward to that, I guess. We got actually some real devs in on it too, so that should be interesting. And it's a little bit terrifying at the same time, but there you go.
It's not as scary as you think it is. It'll be scary at first, but then when you get out there and start, jerking your D, no big deal.
Well, on my stupid They Bleed Pixels live stream, the dev came in a few times and he was laughing because I was swearing at them, saying that the developers of that game were fucking assholes for putting some stuff in it. So
just say you had no pants on, it's no big deal.
No pants on, I've been drinking all day, even though it's only 2 in the afternoon. You know how it goes.
Just no pants. That's the way to do it. Anyway, thanks for having us on there, Paul.
Yeah, thanks for coming on here, guys, and talking.
Sure. Absolutely.
No problem, buddy.
Professional broadcasters.
That's right. Cigarettes and Diet Coke.